everyone, this is Sasha bringing you a video tutorial today from BP4U. Today we're going to be talking about the lens corrections panel. And so here the first option that we have is profile, and usually you can click on enable lens corrections and your make, model, and your profile for your lens will automatically come up. For this particular photo this isn't an option just because I haven't taken this photo with my camera. But I could go ahead and I could fill this in, and I could say that this was a Canon. We can pretend that this was a Canon 70-200 lens. And so it would go ahead here and it would, depending upon the lens that we used, it would fill in the lens corrections that it needed in order to fix your photo and make it look more or less distorted. So here too we can play with the distortion sliders, and so you can see there's very small amounts going on down here in the corner, and then we could also play with the vignetting, and these are also very subtle amounts, and if we hold down our Alt key we can reset that amount there. So here we have chromatic aberration, so you could click remove chromatic aberration, or you could click on this eyedropper and use it to select any chromatic aberration, and if you clicked on it, it would go ahead and it would correct that for you. I don't have any in this photo, but that is an option as well. And chromatic aberration is when you get these weird lines in your photo of these random colors that kind of spike out of nowhere. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's not supposed to be there. It's not part of your photo, and it wasn't there when you took the shot. It's just something that happens sometimes, but this tool will allow you to fix that. So here we have our manual lens corrections, and this is the one that I use the most. So here I can add or remove distortion from my photo. So I can move my slider this way or this way to get different effects from that panel. I can also use this vertical and this horizontal here to move my photo in different ways, and what I really like to use that for is if I have lines in my photo that aren't completely straight or they don't look how I want them to, I can use that vertical and horizontal perspective to very subtly straighten the lines up and make everything look good and make the composition look more how I had it planned in my head. Where there's also this rotate tool, which I definitely think this photo needs rotated because we can see this waterline here, and here is where the waterline falls, and you can see it's crooked. And so I definitely think that by rotating that photo it looks a lot better that way. And I could either go ahead and scale this photo up to take away those extra green spaces, or I could hit this constrain crop button and it will crop my photo automatically while giving me the biggest photo area. So it'll crop off just what it has to in order to keep my photo in a good big size. So here we have lens vignetting, and I can take some lens vignetting away or I can add lens vignetting to my photo, and here I can select my midpoint, and so here you can see that our midpoint is going to be more in, and over to the right it's going to be more open. And again, if I decide that I don't like one of these adjustments, I could either double click on the slider, or I could hold down my Alt key or Option on a Mac and I could click reset lens vignetting or reset my transform. And so that is how I use the lens corrections. I love these lens corrections for all kinds of different things. It seems like when I'm taking pictures of my kids or whoever, the shot that I get the perfect smile or the perfect face out of is the one where I accidentally held my camera crooked because I was trying to grab it really quick and I wasn't paying attention to my horizon, or I wasn't paying attention to my angle. And so I'm really grateful that I can come in here and I can kind of touch that up as long as it wasn't too extreme. And so thank you for watching this video tutorial. Happy editing!